It is necessary for you to know, to believe and know that you were born to achieve greatness. But to achieve greatness is also necessary for you to have a clear mental picture in terms of where you're at, where you want to go, and how to get there. And in life, you need three important master plans. And I'm going to talk briefly about that. You need your personal life master plan, you need your family life master plan, and you need your corporate life master plan. I see human in these three dimensions. As time progresses, perhaps I will go deeper into these three master plan because it is my genuine belief that if we want to enhance human performance, these are absolutely necessary issues for us to cover. I'm happy to say that we at Global Branding and Marketing, Pitch Deck 101, and 10X B&M LLC out of New York, we have developed these theses, and over a period of time, we're going to talk about that. But welcome to another broadcast of Smart Investment Decision. And how are you investing your time, your talent, and your resources as we prepare to get into a new year, 2023, to embrace greatness? Now, if you're in business, I want to give you a formula for success. Now, every business is built on understanding four important fundamentals. And I really want you to pause a little bit and take stock of what I'm saying. It is necessary that you build out your business, your brand, to have four impact strategies. And I want to assure you that once you're able to build out your business to learn, apply, and master these four impact strategies that we're going to be talking about today, you will set the stage for your business to leapfrog in its growth. Now, just before I get into today's program, I want to encourage you to like and subscribe and share this room, smash that bell, all right, so you can help to push this content in front of more people. In the event that you know that anyone who is in business and wants to know more as to how they can grow and scale, I want to encourage you to just share this link with them. Now, let's start our conversation today. Today, we're talking about four important concepts about business, and we're talking about the four impact strategy. Now, in building any business, what a lot of people do, you focus largely on the cash flow maximization, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to cash flow your business. But there are other important fundamentals for you to look at. So first of all, you want to ask yourself, how are you going to impact your target market? Now, to impact your target market simply means that you're taking the time to understand who, first of all, is your target market. You're taking the time to understand their needs, wants, expectations, and you're taking the time to really predetermine if they're in that position of strength to pay for your services. And if they cannot pay, you are also asking yourself, who are the enablers and the accommodators to perhaps pay for them? Because at the end of the day, you're in business, and yes, you're there to cash flow maximize. But let's move beyond cash flow maximization. To start a business, to scale a business, to make impact, to be successful, it's about you taking the time to really understand your target market. And to understand your target market means you are taking the time to do the research. And you're taking the time to do the research the right way. There are so many persons that are starting a business, and what you do speculative analysis. You sit in your office, you sit wherever you're at, and you speculate that there's going to be a demand for products and services. And when you put that business out there, only to recognize that you're completely off course. You want success, you need to take the right steps. You need to take informed action to position your business to optimize its chance for success. So we're talking here now about secondary market research. I mean, while secondary market research is important, you need to ensure that you are leveraging secondary data that is outdated, because if secondary data is outdated, it's going to cost you money, it's going to cause you stress, it's going to cause you sleepless nights. And those are things that you really want to ensure that you are making smart investment decisions around how you are growing your business and growing your brand to make impact. So in this case, it is necessary that you invest your time, your talent, and your resources in the right way. And by this, I'm saying that take the time to get to understand people, get some skin in the game, get your feet dirty, get out there and mix and mingle with your audience so you have a clear mental picture in terms of what are their dreams and hopes and aspirations, and you're now able to build a value proposition that 101% align to the needs, wants, and expectations of your target market. It's called primary market research. You see, most persons shy away from primary market research because of the high costs associated with this. But I want to assure you, if you really take the time to do things the right way, you're going to be more successful. And of course, if you is running away from the cost, you may end up hurting yourself. And we at Global Capital Inc. and 10X Branding and Marketing LLC and Pitch Deck 101 out of New York, we are so excited to introduce you to our ecosystem, because doing primary market research don't have to cost you an arm and a leg. There's smarter ways of doing things. And when you come into our masterclasses and when you become a client, we will definitely expose you to the business success ecosystem that will not only reduce the cost of doing business, it will also accelerate the pace in which your business grows. So you really want to pause a little bit and ask yourself, what is your blueprint to impact your target market? And to impact your target market, you need to take the time to really understand your target market. Leverage primary market research. The second concept that I want you to look at here is, how are you going to impact the workforce, your team? Now, this is a common saying that we see many people around the world, many businesses across the world said. The team is a part of the family, an extension of the family. We care for you. Of course, you care for them, and you're motivating them to cash flow maximize. But in times of crisis, what do we do? Do we throw them under the bus? Do we drop the mic on them? That's not how we care for family. That's not how we care for loved ones. And in our thesis, in our mindset, in our culture, we truly believe that the workforce is an extension of the family. But what systems do you have in place to impact your workforce? To give them the assurance that in times of crisis, they don't have to start skating to find a new job. They don't have to worry about their financial insecurity and how susceptible they and their family can be in times of crisis. But you create the environment that allows them to feel safe and secure, because as a corporate leader, you're thinking ahead of these things. You're seeing beyond the problems, and you're taking informed action to protect the interests of the employees. What if there was a smarter way to build out your system so it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg as you develop your impact strategy for your workforce, for your team? And I'm happy again to say to you that we at Global Capital and 10X Branding and Marketing LLC out of New York and Pitch Deck 101, we have literally built out an ecosystem that allows you to make impact with your workforce in a manner that really enable your workforce to feel secure in more ways than one. And that sense of security helps them to become more motivated. They're more motivated to get the job done. They're more motivated to increase productivity. They're more motivated to not be absent from work. They're more motivated to not start looking for another job, because they love your vision and they know that you manage with empathy, love, and care. Some may say love and empathy don't have any place in the workplace, but that's bull crap. It's human being we're talking about. And it is necessary to make human beings feel special and cared for. And I'm happy to say to you that we have built out that ecosystem that literally shows you how to invest smartly, how to make smart investment decisions around your impact strategy for your workforce. You see, we talk about corporate cash flow protection. You don't wait for a disaster to happen and then you start thinking about your corporate cash flow protection. Great leaders think ahead. They see beyond problems and they take informed action to achieve desired results. What are you thinking ahead about? Are you thinking about your corporate cash flow protection program? Are you thinking about your personal, staff cash flow protection programs? Are you thinking about these important concepts that can give you, your business, the competitive advantage? Can you imagine that your workforce, your team, they are fully aware that in times of crisis, they have a cushion that will safeguard themselves and their loved ones? How would they feel? How much more motivated would they be in your space of work? Think about it. How would you feel if you were in their shoes and your boss created this scenario for you? You'll be smiling, right? You'll be happy. I'm saying to you that you can do this and we can help you do this. And it don't have to cost you an arm and a leg. You see, when you have the right consultant on your side that understand business, but understand also money and how money works, they understand financial instruments, they are able to help you to identify smart financial leverage portfolios and ensure that it has the right derivative. In terms of derivative, we're talking about risk mitigation systems to protect it. So you're not only dependent on your primary source of income because you have great minds around you to help you make better business decisions, smart investment decisions. So you want to think about the second impact strategy, how to impact your workforce to ensure that they're highly motivated, they're increasing productivity, they're increasing the profitability of the organization, and you can be more happy, you're growing and expanding. We believe as consultants, we have a responsibility to your clients, yes. But we also have a responsibility to your team because your team is a part of your vision. And how do we create that symbiotic relationship where the machine is working so nice, everybody is so highly motivated, and you can smile more because you're going to the bank more frequently, with more load on your hands, more cash flow. And that's the revision as we move into 2023 to work with more corporate communities to really help you get that back and keep that back and scale it up in a very significant way. The third impact strategy that you need to consider is what I'm going to call the public. Are you building relationship with the right influencers? And influencers can play a very significant role in helping you to get visibility, helping you to have reach and impact and conversion, helping you to build confidence and trust and credibility. And all of this is absolutely necessary as you think about building your business and your brand. And we have built out this type of ecosystems that gives you the competitive advantage when it comes to building your blueprint, when it comes to developing your blueprint that enables you to have the strongest impact on the public. And of course, these things that I'm talking about, these 4 impact strategies, these 4 impact points are not to be trivialized by any means. Your business is going to struggle largely because you are thinking in a vacuum. And we want to take you out of this vacuum where you can see how modern businesses grow and develop to become multi-billion-dollar industry. We work with clients and they come to us and say, hey, we want to generate, a simple 6-figure annually. We don't work with those type of business. until they change their mindset into becoming a seven-figure earner. And we work with them based on market data to bring them to that point where they become a seven-figure earner. You have the potential, but you have to believe in yourself. And in believing in yourself, you need to have the three game plan that I talked about. What's your personal life master plan? What's your family life master plan? And what's your corporate life master plan? We enable you to become that big thinker. Step out of the box and be prepared to make impact. The last concept that I'm going to talk about today is impact on the business cash flow. Do you have an impact strategy to cash flow the business above and beyond its primary source of income? Do you have such a master plan? And if not, why not? If your financial advisors are not talking to you about this, perhaps it's time that you start talking with someone that can give you a different perspective. Now, let me be brief about this, but I want to be extremely clear about it. In most cases, we see businesses struggle to access capital, and when you struggle to access capital, something else that happens when you access it, you struggle to exit that portfolio. Because in most cases, the business is not cash flowing how you want it to cash flow. It's not cash flowing as fast as you want it to cash flow. So you hit some bumps and humps on the road. It's part of business. But what if there's a smarter way of doing things? And you see, we at Pitch Deck 101.org, we at Global Capital Inc. and 10X B&M LLC out of New York, there's a right and wrong way to buy debt for business or for whatever. You see, when you buy the debt, you want to know that that debt is going to be a positive cash flowing debt. But how can you predetermine this? You need to go right back to what I talked about early on. You need to have market intelligence. You need to understand precisely how you're going to take a debt and ensure that that debt becomes an asset and not a liability to you. These are important things for you to talk about. But once you get past this, you know that you have positive cash flow that's going to be coming. There's so much more that you need to understand about that financial instrument. You need to understand the smartest ways to leverage that. So let's say you have positive cash flow. What do you do with the excess liquidity? What do you do? The right investment specialist on your side will tell you exactly what you need to do so you're not dependent only on your primary source of income. You're in business and you want to cash flow maximize. You want to have all the right information to help you to make the right decision when it comes to growing and scaling your business. And I want to talk about something else that's very, very important. You know, every debt has a debt life cycle, but it's also subject to a debt cost. And in most cases, the average person buying a debt, you never do a cost analysis. You want to be able to assess the cost of that debt over the life cycle of that debt. It's not enough for you to take a debt and say, okay, it's 5% interest, it's 10% interest, it's 50% interest, and I'm good with that because the business is going to give me a 50% break, profit margin. It goes beyond this when it comes to managing your finance. You want to know how to buy a debt. You need to know how to reduce the cost of that debt, how to reduce the life cycle of that debt, how to exit that debt, how to own your asset debt-free, how to leverage that asset into further income-producing assets. Because, of course, you're here to cash flow maximize. And here is where, once you cover everything else, you focus on how to impact your team, how to impact the target market, how to impact the public. We get deep and serious into showing you smarter ways to cash flow maximize. We have nothing against cash flow maximization. In fact, we're going to show you ways to cash flow maximize and no one else can show you how to cash flow your business. And that's something that we are extremely proud of. We spend years digging into this type of information, studying, researching, and building a strong international team that can help you navigate the financial world. You need to take the time to understand which financial instrument is best for you. Is it debt, equity, credit? Is it creative financing or hard money lending? Which financial mix is best for you? if your financial specialist is not talking to you about this, perhaps it is time for you to start talking right. So there you have it in today's program, Smart Investment Decisions. And as you think of a smart investment decision, I really want you to focus in on how you're investing your time, your talent, and your research. All right, I repeat, how are you investing your time, your talent, and your resources? And I really want us to zero in here a little bit on time, talent, and resources. And in closing, I want to say this very briefly to you. You want to focus on time optimization, because time once used cannot be regained. It's lost, it's gone with the wind. And you want to use it effectively. You want to optimize your use of time. You want to milk it for everything that it has. The second concept that I want to talk about here is talent optimization. The last thing that you want to do is to invest your time and your talent in things that is not going to give you the desired results. In the period of time that you want to get to the desired results, people are investing their talent in areas that your expectations will never be met. And that's happening because you don't have the right leaders on your side. We talk about proactive leaders that can help you to think ahead, see beyond problems, and take informed action to achieve desired results. It's a major difference between taking action and taking informed action. You want to put yourself in a position of strength where you're able to take informed action. And we'll talk to you more about that as time progresses. Last but not least, how are you investing your resources? So we talk about the resource optimization. You need the right human resources with the right technical skills that understand financial resources. So throughout your business ecosystem, the strategic, tactical, and operational team, you have the right human resources, and you know how to optimize these resources. We call them resource optimization. So there you had it, folks. I trust that you had a lot to take away today. You're listening, you're looking at smart investment decisions, and do remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell. I heard you're going to help to push this program out. The algorithm will respond faster to that. Make some comments. Ask me questions in terms of business. Ask me questions in terms of finance. And I'm happy to engage with you. Okay, so pleasure being with you today. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the self-published author for several books. It has been such a pleasure being here with you today on Smart Investment Decision. Remember, our motto is transforming the world one business at a time. Be blessed. See you in the next podcast.